cutters through the middle. Aria for three.
Kia ora, ni hao, namaste, konnichiwa, vanakam, talofalava, malo ilele, buli vanaka, whakaolofalahi atu, and welcome everybody to the New Zealand Heritage Hockey Tournament 2026, proudly brought to you by One Foundation and Hype Hockey. We're live from the National Hockey Centre here in North Harbour for the third day of tournament and the final opportunity for teams to lock in before tomorrow's finals. The New Zealand Heritage Hockey Tournament is in its 6th year and has continued to showcase the skill, flair, passion and pride of representing your culture. We've seen some of the most exciting players in New Zealand come through this tournament, and with new opportunities to represent heritage on the world stage, this year is living up to the hype. My name is Brad Pittman and I'm joined in commentary this afternoon by Jasmine Ma. Jazz, welcome in. Welcome back this year.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Great to have you here. Obviously jumped in for your first stint last year in between playing. This year just watching the games. We've got a good one coming up this afternoon between the New Zealand Asian women taking on New Zealand Pasifika women in a precursor to tomorrow's final. So the way pools have shaken out and results have gone, these two teams will play again tomorrow for the trophy in a repeat of last year's final, which was played out here a year ago. But Jazz, we've seen a little bit of these two teams. You know a lot of these players. What do you expect to see in this one?
Well, obviously the Asians, they've got quite a lot of speed, but also the Pacifica girls have got speed up the front, so it'll be nice to see how each of them combat each other and how they change the tactics up. Be interesting to see if they use the same tactics tomorrow as well, or if they're going to hide some stuff, as some coaches obviously do sometimes.
Yeah, that's right. It's an interesting situation, given these two will play the final tomorrow. And you know, how much do you show? How much do you take today's advantage into tomorrow? It's an interesting question, and all coaches will be slightly different in how they want to approach things. You never want to go in underdone, but you also want to make sure you get all your players through, good touch on the ball, and in positive spirits come the final tomorrow. We see the teams come out onto the field. Pacifica in the white and blue, the New Zealand Asians in the red and black. And interestingly, they're very cool. You can see all the flags in front of the Pacifica dugout there, though probably bought from the Asian stores. But good to see them repping with pride. Our umpires out in the middle, Lauren Van Rooyen and Malika Davey, they'll be under control of this one. And some of the crew out and watching, those are some Asian supporters there. Murphy Phillips, Courtney Phillips, Liv Patu there, they'll be supporting Shanae, Garby, Pylan, and some of the crew there from the Asian side. And a quick look at some of our players out there. So both these teams coming in 2 wins, no losses, no goals conceded coming into this one. So one of them's going to go home without a win, and I wouldn't be surprised if both of them break the drought. Just looking at the team list there, the Asian side, you mentioned the speed. We saw Garby Smith score 4 goals for them in a game yesterday. She's been electric. You've got the Garcia sisters who've been playing well through the midfield. Julia King, Storm Dolan Robson at the back, probably the more experienced players in the entire tournament. Pretty sharp outfit. And Pacifica on the other side, they've also got some speed going forward. We saw Leah Arthur Worsip have a good game yesterday. They've got midfielders and Penelope Talafu, who I thought was good. Kaya Elliott's been excellent. Good goalkeepers in Jada Parfo and Queenie Blacklock. Fingers crossed she's overcome yesterday's warm-up injury. But it's two teams who have been here before. They know the importance of these sorts of games, and looking forward to this one.
The screams coming from the sideline.
Yeah, that's Pacific flair, Pacific pride, and you love to hear it. We've spoken about the interchange of players for the Pacifica side. Looks like today Alana Renwick will play her first game of the weekend. She'll start there in the midfield. Kitty Elliott will return into the team this year after this game after not playing yesterday, alongside Mirage Blakelock, who took yesterday's game off as well. So a little bit of in and out for the Pacifica ladies. Chris Amakia, she's back again after not playing the first game. And we'll see how this one shakes out here. Pacifica first use of it, playing right to left on your screen in the white and blue. And they play up this right-hand side to start with through Kitty Elliott and Tulin Pritchard. Deep transfer across the back here with Tiana Curry, who messaged me a little earlier, hopes to only play about 3 minutes a quarter, T. She reckons she needs a rest.
I did hear her asking Tori if she could just not play today.
Yeah.
And Tori said no, obviously.
No, well, looking at the team sheet, no Kayla Val today, so I'd say she pulled rank and took the game off.
I think as a sister, you kind of get to pull a bit of rank though.
That's right. So T, you're out there today. And Pacifica, they're going to start with the first real attack here through Kitty Elliott, trying to work past Tasman Chong there. And this time opt to be a little more aggressive, but it's cut out by Garby Smith. Putting some pressure on. They go around the back now through Blakelock. And Talafo opts again to go around the back for Pacifica. It's the other one not playing for today, and probably why Tiana did have to play. No Storm Dolan Robson for Pacifica either. So a couple of their, Storm Dolan Robson on the other side of the field, playing for the Asians.
Another switch up.
I was going to say there's another one who could probably pick a few different singlets to play for this weekend. So. Yeah, T taking Kayla Val's spot at the back for Pacifica.
She's a very versatile player, isn't she?
Yeah. Well, she backs herself going forward, does T. She's still a little bit dark on Leah Arthur-Worsup for not giving the ball back to her on her big run yesterday.
Well, apparently the deal was if she went for a run, she got a sub. So explains why she went for so many yesterday.
And there's a couple of the experienced heads coming together there. Chris Amakia, Garby Smith, Julia King. There's some names to watch out for this afternoon. And good contest there, won by Pylan Sanderson for the Asians. She links up with Garby Smith and takes on Tiana Curry. A couple of Northland connections up the middle of the field there. And that one's a little big for Katie O'Connor. And Jazz, you stuck around last night for the cultural evening. How did you enjoy that one?
It was actually really good. Obviously the Asians did a little chopstick competition.
Yeah.
Which I didn't expect to be so intense as it was. You had some of the Pacifica and Fiji boys like on their knees getting real close to the table.
Yeah.
But it was really cool. Like the dances were beautiful. Pacifica put on a show as they always do. The Indians brought up a bit of hype.
Yeah.
With their real upbeat music and dancing.
Yeah, and how were the Solomon Islands boys coming out in full dress as well for their performance?
Well, because Brett went, just give us like 5 minutes, and then about 30 seconds later they start running into the room and just caught everyone off guard. But it was really awesome.
Yeah, very, very cool, and it's those sorts of things that only tournaments like these can put together. And even the Punjabs got up this year and had a dance as well, which was really cool to see. Dr. Lal and the crew.
I can't remember who it was. One of them really rocked it at the one-on-one dance battles last night.
Yep.
I think he took home the dub, actually,
Yep.
from his 101.
Yeah, pretty sure it was Ricky, Karanbir Singh, who's A, scored a whole bunch of goals, and B, scored a new shirt after his dance battle win last night, as Garby Smith comes forward for the Asians. And that's going to be a fun little battle here. So Garby Smith playing up the front for the Asians against Tiana Curry playing at the back for Pasifika. Two really good friends. Do a lot of coaching together up in Northland.
I would love to hear what they're saying.
Oh, yeah. If we could get a dedicated camera and B, a hot mic on those two. As Hallie Scurra here linking up with Leah Arthur Worsup there. And Tulin Pritchard, strong, win the free hit.
Nice little touch.
Yeah. There's the entry from Elliott, finds Arthur Worsup. First shot's blocked. Second shot's defended. Third shot's saved. And the Asians, unsurprisingly, have done their homework.
Credit to Julia, though. She watches every game,
Yeah.
takes notes, comes with a full game plan.
Yeah, both she and Jess real, not necessarily students of the game, but man, they love
Masters of
to,
the game,
yeah,
I think is
that's
the
right.
right
That's right. Yeah, they're so well prepared. Jess been coaching double duties with the men, the Asian men as well, and yeah, they're piecing together another very good campaign here. And hopefully a titled defence come tomorrow as Pasifika break down that right side. And a rare unforced error from either of those two, really. Jules and Storm, as there we see the Pasifika Brains Trust, and it's Tori Val there with the flags. And Talafo now searching for an entry across the goal.
No touch.
Yeah, nothing there. Bella Holt lifts the leg, and they'll take the 16-yard hit.
I know T's searching for a goal. She's been pretty cut that she hasn't scored anything yet.
Yeah, that's right. Tulin Pritchard there. You can see her just in the middle of the screen at the moment in the press. Yeah, she will be searching. Hallie's scored one already. So T will want to be next. I think Leah's got one as well. So
I know
here's
those two have
Bailey
a little
Newman.
tally. Oh,
Oh, and there it is. Hallie Scurra. We just spoke about her previous goal. She gets another one there. And again, that's Leka Halasima's niece from the Kingdom of Tonga, Hallie Scurra. We'll watch it again on the replays. Nice ball from Bailey Newman.
great.
And just the one time caught Bella Holt off guard. And Pasifika first on the board here. As I said, this is a repeat of last year's final where the Asian side came away with it. So perhaps a bit of confidence here for Pasifika as they get rolling forward. And I speak about their strikers, but forgot Bailey Newman also has 3 or 4 goals already this weekend. She's been very good for Pasifika.
Saw her yesterday. As soon as she got that ball, one drag to the right and away she went. She just runs around everyone.
Yeah, that's right. And like you say, you just see it left to right drag, around the outside, and she's either scoring on the angle or dropping it in front of goal for somebody else. And yeah, really sharp as Kitty Elliott trying to clean up there. Falls for Sophie Murray. And Murray has linking up there with Z Wang. And they'll roll one back for the long corner. Through Shanae Phillips. She's also been good this weekend, Shanae, playing a couple of across multiple positions, played in the midfield to start, and now sometimes rolling out through the outside defenders as Hannah Rose Elia comes away with the ball. Still there for Pasifika. She'll look for the overhead and not get enough of it, though.
One layer.
Yeah, Hallie Scurra with the recycle, and she'll try on the deck this time. And Lorna Charlotte just trying to bat one straight through, doesn't go. Garby Smith now with the 3D. Can't get past Chris Amakia. And Taulofo looking for the overlap. This is Twila McDiarmid on the go forward now. Leah Arthur Worsup, little 3D. And little no-D there. Bit of rocks and diamond stuff there from Leah.
It's nice to see the little match-up between Leah and Storm. Obviously, the two counties girls don't get to play against each other that much.
No, that's right. And I'm sure it's one both of them have picked out that they want to go at each other. They want to have a crack. Leah will try and take her on as many times as she can. And Storm pretty sharp in her defensive work. There you go, around the back. This time in a back 4. They've been primarily back 3, the Asians. So a little change up today. Whether, like you said, that's a smoke screen for tomorrow or it's something they're actually looking into.
Also a time to try things out, though, to make a plan for tomorrow.
Yep, that's right. And as we see, Kitty Elliott roll forward here. Bailey Newman trying to find that drag. There it is. Just so quick. Her feet seem to move faster than everybody else's. And it's cleaned up by Izzo. And Teresa Mayoffler there on the ball. Just a little bit slow motion these last 30 seconds or so. 5 or 6 free hits down in that same area of the field. Probably love to see them change the point of attack a little bit. And now the Asians will come away with the free hit out. And Dolan Robson now looking forward. They reverse the transfer. There's good Pasifika numbers in the picture here, though. I don't think they've really managed to break the press, but the go forward is good. And the first one gets through, but Lorna Charlotte cleans up, and they'll go the deep transfer through Markia. And Sanderson sees a little bit of space going forward. She's got one player in front. Just wins the free hit. Comes out through Phillips, who looks at the circle. Garcia with the one touch, but nobody there for the Asians. Yeah, nothing much in that one. Yeah, smiles.
Tumble.
Yep. Slip more than anything. And one thing we've already noticed out of this Asian Dragons side early in this game is the extended breaks for Julia King, who's pretty much spent almost all of the minutes on the field. Previous has probably already had her biggest sub of the weekend. So again, probably just getting a bit of rest, allowing some of these other players to find their feet in these DM roles.
I actually don't think last year she got a sub.
No, it wouldn't surprise me. And great ball forward from Kai Elliott. Leah Arthur Worsup has some space. And just can't get it back to Elliott, though. She gets it back herself, and her eyes lit up. Elliott's just swept at one. She'll win the free hit. And the old trapdoor from T picks up Alana Renwick. Trying to get past Monet Garcia. Still there for Pasifika. It's in front of goal, and it's a free hit. Good to see Queenie there, staunch as ever.
Surprised she's not yelling yet.
She actually asks the cameraman just to look away when she yells and then come back to her so she can get her blue steel look on.
Tactical.
Yeah.
I like it.
Tamsin won the free hit in the middle of the field. And in fact, it's going to go a lot back further to the first contest before it got down to the middle of the field. And we'll finally get back going again. Pacifica happy just to sit in this 3/4 at the moment. T looking to close the door on them. And back-to-back free hits here for the Asians will bring Shanae Phillips back onto the ball. It's going to fall there for Katie O'Connor. Really well defended by Mirage there. Blakelock on the baseline.
Now, I don't know if it's her height, but she's very good at getting low on the ground, which might be because of her height.
Yeah. Yeah. Defends really similarly to someone like Maraka Magoon, who just can get hand down really low, flat stick, similar build and their ability to play low to the ground. So.
All you want from a defender.
Yeah, really impressive work there from Mirage. And again, Pacifica just happy to sit and slide, really try and target those outsides. Couldn't quite see it on screen there, but every time they get the second pass, Toolan just closing the door on the outside defender there. The Asians with the long corner. About a minute left to go here in the first. Pacifica up 1-0 thanks to the goal to Hallie Scurra. And Pacifica will win the free hit as well. No real rush I'd expect from Pacifica.
Nice little transfer by them.
There is Blakelock, that time under some pressure from Katie O'Connor. And that time a little too low to the ground, Mirage.
Never been too low,
wow, that time I think it was. The Garby Smith had a scorpion in yesterday's game, which I think she'll say she was too close to the ground. That hooter is the end of our first quarter. It's Pacifica ahead 1-0 in our second women's game for the day. First quarter action. For those watching at home, enjoy some of the highlights from the first quarter, and we'll be back with you in a couple of minutes. Welcome back, everybody, to our Heritage Hockey 2026, the live stream bringing you the New Zealand Asian Women versus New Zealand Pacifica game here. Day 3 of Heritage Tournament, Easter Sunday. I hope you enjoyed your extra hour of sleep this morning, and maybe an Easter egg hunt for those that enjoyed those activities this morning. I reckon right about now you've parked up on the couch and either demolishing your own or your kids' Easter eggs and enjoying a bit of hockey before the Warriors play at 4 o'clock. We're looking forward to that one. But out here at the moment, the Asians and Pasifika playing preview match for tomorrow's grand final, which will feature these two teams again. So some will call it a nothing game, but both teams will want to go into tomorrow with some confidence.
It's also a bit of bragging rights.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going into tomorrow.
Wait, and any time you can go through a tournament unbeaten is huge bragging rights. So, and I forgot to make mention of it as it happened, but this is the first goal that the Asian team have conceded in the tournament.
Wow.
And Pasifika, they still have their donut intact. And hoping to change that now. Coming forward was Pylan Sanderson as Tiana Curry wins the free hit, and
Lorna tries to take a cheeky quick one.
yeah, I'm also not sold that there was much advantage in the extra 3 meters backwards she took the free hit, but the speed up ball is good there for Pasifika. And Julia King back on the field there for the Asians. Back into that centre mid, we'll split DM role with Shane Garcia. And a lot of space on this right side, but tees up in a full offensive here. Big early split press, and they left the one person you can't leave. Yeah, look, I don't really care what your press looks like. You just can't leave Julia King open in the middle of the field as Garby Smith gets rolling. And we've seen how dangerous she can be in those areas of the field. This time, a little loose on the handle. And a great receive from Tulin Pritchard. Beating players, linking up with Hallie Skara. It's in there. Oh, and it's not by much. Teresa Maofler there.
Be kicking herself for that one.
Yeah. It's probably just shaved the outside sideboard there, but lovely build-up there of Pritchard, Skara, and into Maofler, and that free hit will go the way of Pasifika. And great trap there, Katie O'Connor. We'll bring Moni onto the ball. King with a bit of pressure from behind, but gets out of that one with relative ease and links back up with Garcia, who
Rockets it into Lorna.
yeah, tries to throw a 4-foot overhead.
Over knee.
Yeah. And then Lorna tries to throw one back. It's not convincing either way. You see the Rice smile on the right side of your screen there, Lorna. Kaya Elliott will look at her option going forward, decides to go backward. And Tiana Curry now sees
Off
this.
for her run.
Yep. I don't know if it would happen this early.
Had a second thought.
I also don't know if the Asian team is the team you want to run against. T, probably not your sharpest idea.
Bit fast, those ones.
Yeah. All smiles in the Pasifika dugout there. Love to see. There is T. Eyes up. Great pass. Through the pins. Finds Pritchard. Pritchard's got options. One of them's Bailey Newman. And penalty corner coming. Just that little 3D pass in from Pritchard. Hard to handle for the Asian team. And Jazz, I'm going to put some heat on you here. No Kayla Val. What does the Pasifika APC look like?
Well, considering Lorna's still standing at halfway,
Yep.
I am going to go with a Hallie Skara hit.
Okay.
Or a Penelope hit.
Yeah, well, there looks like who we've got set up on that first bracket. The other option, obviously, is Kai Elliott's slider, but it looks like she's going to set up to trap, as is Hallie Skara. So
It'll be a Penelope then.
you've either got, Talafo or Curry on the brackets. Oh, Taulafo lining up Tulin Pritchard there, the injector, and just got too much of it.
Still no goal for T.
Still no. We're on T Goal Watch. Let's join us for Goal Watch with Tulin Pritchard.
I did tell her that I would keep count of how many shots she had and how many she got in.
All right. Well, the percentages aren't good as Bailey Newman gets going. Excellent pass there. Just picking up Kai Elliott, who can't get one past Julia King. And that's going to be play on there, though. Bit of space now for the Garcias to go forward, and that one's probably about 8 weeks too big. That one.
Just get it out. Time to reset.
Yeah. Get some subs on as we see them coming here. That's the young and the old there. Chris Amaki and Kitty Elliott coming on together.
Don't know if she'd like you calling her old, but
experienced, senior, veteran.
Wise.
Wise. There we go. Vintage. Oh, still going. Bailey Newman. She needs somebody to link up with. I think probably went the wrong way there. I'd say it was 1-on-1 on the left and 3-on-1 on the right. Trying to find Hannah Roselia, but they'll take the free hit here. Kaya Elliott. She's got the slider if she can get it going 5 first. This time just wraps her hands around it, and another lift of the leg from an Asian goalkeeper, this time Shuku instead of Bella. Yemi Arledge there in shot, unfazed by the camera.
Natural.
Yeah, built for the big lights. And Garby Smith gets probably gets away with one there. And gets it back to, and take it, win another free hit just out on the dots through Smith. She's got Sanderson with her, who opts to go around the outside. Still going, Sanderson, flips it out in front, and it's all over the legs of Teresa Maufler. And we go, PC the other way.
I'm going to call a Garby hit.
You got Garby on a hit. All right, we'll see the replay of how it was built there. Pylan Sanderson doing some good work along the baseline. Gets past the first, flips it on in front, and right there again we see that 3D pass being difficult to deal with. And given Garby Smith is injecting the ball, I'm going to see a 0 for 1 there, Jazz.
Not doing very well today.
No, not your sharpest work. I didn't want to say anything knowing she's an injector, but I've got the old wrist flick here from Shane. Still there for Smith. It's off the crossbar. And flared away, so Shane was actually looking for a little slide right action, hit the first runner's foot, which was Bailey Newman, and then Garby turned, and you were close on the Garby hit.
I did get a Garby hit, just not from the top.
Took a little deflection, hit the crossbar in behind Jada Parfo, and yeah, it was cleared away from there. A bit of a lolly scramble, that one. There's now a bit of space for Murray, taking on Mayhoffler, beats her, trying to get past Elliott, and Curry, and Parfo, here for Garcia, hits it. And we'll go for the long corner. Bit of action in this Pasifika defensive circle at the moment. The Asian side hunting for an equaliser. And good touch here. Oh, we almost had that matchup we're after, Leah v Storm.
So close.
And a touch there from Twyla. Almost invited Garby in for an attack there. We won't want to do that too often. Smaraj Blakelock now just has a look on her way up. They're in full press here, the Asians. She'll go through McDiarmid. And it'll fall there for Pasifika. Open field now through Hannah Roselia. She's got Alana Renwick on the outside, just opts to go straight, no one there except for the baseline.
Leah waved her hand, acknowledging that probably should have been her.
Yeah. Stayed glued in front of goal instead of the little back out lead.
I mean, you can't score unless you're hunting in front of the goal.
Yeah, well,
Unless you hit it from the baseline.
And don't tell Toole and Pritchard that, because we're still on Goal Watch with T. That's our new segment, ladies and gentlemen, Goal Watch with T.
She's going to hate me for starting this.
That's all right. Here comes Pasifika again going forward. And that sideline hit here. This time they'll opt to come deep out through Elliott and Markia. Markia looking for a way forward. She'll skip one out to McDiarmid. Just came a little undone here, but Kai Elliott's worked her way into the circle. Little turn up off the stick. She wants the PC. And she's not going to get it, unfortunately. So she'll run back into the middle of the field and reassume her position as a good touch is cleaned up by the Asians. And great ball forward here for Shane Garcia. She's only got one ahead of her. Trying to show her the lead with the stick here. And a little uncertainty down there is picked back up by Pylan Sanderson. This one forward is a good one, but straight under the stick of Chris Amakia. Number one back, Sophie Murray and Tuila McDiarmid. I think Carissa showing some of those skills of her hockey fives experience there. Just the little 1-2 through the shoes and get going. Always good to see some of that skill on display. And we're going to have
Blue card.
an early blue card here with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. I think it looks like the Asians that are playing it. So Pasifika will go down a player. The Asians will think if they can score right before the halftime break, it'll be a big one for them. And so we'll play 11 v 10 for the next 5 minutes. Well, Kitty Elliott waits for the whistle to resume. Does well there, Kitty. Alana Renwick. Not so well. Murray now through King, who's subbed herself back on for this blue card power play, Julia King. And trying to work their way through, can't link up. Markia with a lot of time on the ball, gets past Garby Smith. And if they can keep it in, just a little bit too big there for Hannah Rose Elliott.
I must say, the one thing about Carissa is she always looks like she's got time on the ball.
She
Never flustered.
It's one of those players, you must be so frustrated to play against it because she just looks so casual all the time, but has the ball on a string.
It is the most infuriating thing. Speaking from experience.
Yeah. You're running 100 miles an hour, think you've finally got close enough to chase it down, and she goes,
Actually, never
1-2.
mind. Yeah. You thought different.
Yeah, good luck next time.
You just stand there looking like a traffic cone.
Garby Smith loses her stick for a moment there. That's the desperation of trying to get anything to beat Chris Amakia. As Lana Renwick comes forward now, showing a bit of skill. And she'll get an earlier free hit, not for that contest, for one a little earlier in the field. Kitty Elliott looking.
It is nice to see Alana showing some of her close skills because she was just in South Africa in December with the juniors indoor.
Yeah, the indoor group, yep.
Which obviously comes in handy when you've got a couple people on you on outdoor.
Yeah, she's got good stick skill. Alana, as you can hear, Julia King asking her players to get up. They're in the power play. They have to get players up the field. And off screen, you can't quite see it here. Everybody's still in their defense, or in their three-quarter zone. So you can hear them asking to stay up in the press. They got to stay up in a full press. Only 2 minutes left on their power play, and they haven't really created anything yet. The Asian side, as Twila McDiarmid works her way out, and excellent shallow. The Elliott sisters linking up, and great receive from T. She puts the burners on. Still going, Pritchard drops it off to Renwick. Reverse stick is in the goal. What a finish there from Renwick, and she's pretty pleased about it as well. How good.
It runs straight off herself.
Yep, love it. We'll have a look at it here. This receive is excellent by Twila Pritchard. Then she just keeps the ball out in front. Able to be really strong here. Drops it in straight away. And just like that, in the power play, Pasifika, who were on the receiving end of it, they're playing a player down. They get the goal there through Alana Renwick. And just like that, it backfires on the Asians. They go up a player and go down another goal. So, yeah, a lot to think about come the halftime break for Jess, Jules, and the crew in red.
That is one thing, though, when you have the blue card, is that you lose your structure a bit with that extra player. Yeah,
well, you just saw like looked, I mean, for lack of a better word, unorganised from the Asians. You know, they weren't high enough when they had the ball, and then were kind of in a broken press when they didn't have it, and just got cut there. I don't think they were quite around their plan of what they were going to do when they used the blue card. So, yeah, perhaps a bit of a tactical error as Garby wins one here from Markia, gets it going. Still there for King. Yeah, that's pretty ugly challenge there, and right on the stroke of halftime. They could redeem themselves here, the Asians. It was a good steal from Garby Smith on Chris Markia, who was just trying to burn the clock. Quick one in. The kick and save wasn't the greatest from Pafo, and then that from Penelope Taulafo. Yeah, that's not so flash, unfortunately, for Penny. And now we're going to have Julia on the bracket, Storm Dolan Robson on the left. The only thing I don't like about Storm's positioning there is it probably takes away Julia's reverse stick shot, which she does like off the bracket. She goes long handle, and it's in the goal.
Lovely.
Julia, Kaya have a laugh at the top of the circle about it, and I'm not sure if there was a touch on the way through, if it was up off the boot of Jada Pafo. We'll get another look at it in a second. But for those, we'll have a look at it now.
Oh, it's off the foot.
Yeah, it's off Jada's foot. So Garby came flying in, didn't get it. It's off the foot of Jada Pafo, and the goal will go to Julia King. Half-time here, NZ Pasifika up 2-1. Goals either way in the last 2 minutes of the quarter. For those joining us at home, take a look at some of the highlights from the recent Heritage Melbourne tour and highlights from the game, and we'll catch you back here in a few minutes.
Kia ora, my name's Chulin from the New Zealand Heritage Women's team. We've just finished our final today against the Japan Katana Bulls. We went down on shootouts, but really proud of the effort that the girls gave today and throughout the whole week. The progression, the skills, the culture, everything was perfect, top tier, and ready to come back next year even stronger. Also want to say a big thank you to our management, our coaches, the boys who came out to support, our whānau, friends that came to the games, the ones watching online. thank you also to the people that made this tournament possible, our sponsors, the coordinators, also just our girls as well. Yeah, aroha mai.
My name's Vic. I was originally the assistant coach of the New Zealand Heritage team with Brett Lever as head coach. I thought the girls, over the progress of the 4 days of the tournament, improved a lot. We changed our structure a few times and we had big players step up in big moments, and it was awesome to come out to a shootout today in our final. Obviously unlucky that we lost, but the girls put in a heap of effort, and everyone had a great week away, and I think that they'll take some memories that will last with them forever. It's my first time being involved in a heritage tournament and highly recommend it to everyone. It's been an awesome week and heaps of fun, and I hope to be back.
Talofa lava everybody, I'm Queenie Via Blakelock. I'm here with the New Zealand Heritage Women. Just finished our game. Got to have a big shout out first of all to all those who came and supported, especially our boys and our family members and friends who came out. Honestly, it's so uplifting to have that much support, especially a place away from home in Melbourne. So shout out. Finishing off on shootouts is always a tough one, but I'm very proud of the girls for how hard they fought. Yeah, shout out to the girls. Love you guys. Mwah.
Welcome back here to the National Hockey Centre, North Harbour, the home of Heritage Hockey 2026 on what's now become a pretty sunny Easter Sunday afternoon, though the wind is still here and the action is on the turf between New Zealand PASIFIKA and New Zealand Asian women. Pacifica up 2-1 heading into the half-time break, thanks to goals to Hallie Scurra and Alana Renwick, before the Asians answered back right on the hooter through Julia King, penalty corner. And for those just joining us, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Thank you again to One Foundation and Hype Hockey, major sponsors of this year's tournament, alongside the team at Local Gecko Productions, bringing you the live stream all weekend, live and free, wherever you are around New Zealand and the world. This game is a preview of tomorrow's grand final. These teams will play again tomorrow for first and second in the women's section, a repeat of last year's grand final. And so for those that are heading down to the TAB tomorrow, I don't know how much I'd take out of this today's result. We've got players not playing, we've got different shape and structure shown from different teams, and knowing the coaching staff and Tori Val on one side and Jess Ellis on the other side, it wouldn't surprise me if there's a couple little aces packed up some sleeves coming for tomorrow, given how well these two teams know each other with personnel. So Jazz, it's a close one. It's 2-1 in favour of Pasifika, who I think probably have had more of the opportunities. But the Asians just hanging in there at the moment.
Yeah, well, you saw at the end they started to attack a whole lot more, and I think they're finally finding their groove in that attacking 25. So it'll be interesting to see what they've got in plan for this third quarter.
Yeah, well, they're going to get a look at it here at the Pasifika crew. We can hear the sideline comments, them getting excited about Emmy Arledge, who was in front of goal there. That's her, Emmy, on the shot. And I think the comment was maybe two of the young ones after Alana Renwick scored the second for Pasifika.
Yeah.
There's PC here for Pasifika. We saw the earlier option, which was through Taulafo this time. Looks like Curry on the second bracket, and Lorna's come running in on the first bracket, looking rather unconvincing. Only two runners on the right.
So go to the first bracket.
Straight as an arrow, and now Taulafo trying to work another one. Gets the shot away. The touch from Leah Arthur-Worsup, not enough. And they come away. Julia King just having a bit of a look. Probably the only player left in New Zealand still running a TK stick. I think too. Jules has almost her whole career, or certainly her Black Sticks career, was always repping TK. I believe her and Brooke Neal at the time. And I dare say she's the only one keeping them afloat. Jules.
I mean, once you find the stick you like, you can't really go
Yeah.
anywhere else.
That's right. As Kai Elliott decides against that pass, and instead they'll go around the back through Markia and Charlick. Maya Hoffler's been active today. Just runs herself into a bit of trouble, but keeps going. And they finally win it there through Sophie Murray, the Asians. And I've got to make mention as well, while we're here, the social media battle between these two teams is alive and well. Monette Garcia, who does the Asian stuff, and Queenie Blacklock, who's got it for Pasifika at the moment. They're having a little battle. So if you want to jump onto onto Instagram and see who's doing what, NZ Asian Hockey, NZ Pasifika Hockey, go and give them a like and a follow, because a bit of bragging rights between those two who are looking after the social media handles.
For side context, they do front each other about it in
Yeah,
person as well.
I know. It's not just a behind closed doors beef. It's for real. It's
all love.
yes, absolutely. As Lorna Charlick there just intercepts one over the sideline.
Sinead goes round the back. Jules.
Yeah, we see this a little bit in the first quarter. Pasifika just happy to sit in this sort of slide at the 3-quarter, really trying to target the second pass up the sideline. Trying to limit that, really. I don't know if you can limit it when it's Julia King searching, as Garcia will bring Phillips forward through Chong. And in fact, it's Pylan Sanderson out there. Back through Sophie Murray, got a little bit lateral there from the Asian side.
Hannah's on a run.
Yeah, going forward here, bit of time and space, linking up. The leave call from Leah Arthur-Worsup, saved by Holt, and well cleaned up. Really composed there by Sinead Phillips. Great save by Bella Holt in goal. And they get going here. This time, Chong with the loose handle. Tiana Curry, is it time for her one run of the game?
Not quite.
Not this one, but great pass. And now Alana Renwick, she's already got 1 goal today. What's her odds on 2? I think you were probably a rich man if you had her in the multi for 2. Renwick just trying to find her way through using some of that indoor skill. That's a better pass now to Elliot. Thought she'd done enough to win a PC. The Asians thought otherwise, and how's that? Backstick is clean.
Might get some tips from her.
Yeah, Violet Liu there. Doing her best Julia King impersonation. Just coming back onto the field now on the right of your screen. It's Goal Watch with T. Here she is. I will give her a credit. She set up the second goal.
She did, yeah. That's half a point.
But it's no Goal Watch with T as Elliot trying to get one from Garcia. Garcia finds Murray. And great ball forward to Moni Garcia, who still has Kai Elliott. They've tracked each other the whole way. And it's Sophie Murray. Yeah, just good to get some messages from from home or forever, whoever's watching there. People want to hear more from Jazz. So, Jazz.
Oh, my brother just called me out.
Yeah. It's not like you two have been told to talk
quiet?
more. Yeah. Look,
It's usually people telling me to shut up.
I was going to say it's a foreign concept to you. Oh, hell.
What is with the reverse passes today?
Man,
They're
wow.
all on point.
I'll tell you what, Julia King's been doing that for a long time, but yeah, some are joining her at the moment. But
I mean, when you play against Julia King, you bring out your inner Julia King.
yeah, that's right. Oh, this is trouble for Pacifica. Garby Smith. Extra pass, saved by Markia. Oh my God. There's only one person on the field that can do that, and it's Kaz. That's just read Garby Smith like a book there. Garby trying to do the right thing, give the extra pass. Maybe like to see her take it herself. She had 4 yesterday, and
Trying to share the love around.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it, is my call. And Goal Watch with T. And drops it off for Renwick. Renwick trying to go 3D past Dolan Robson. No.
Storm said no.
Lucky she's not the Melbourne Storm because they got done in dirty 2 nights ago
That was a terrible score.
by the Panthers. Yikes. I think Dolan Robson may have petitioned to get her name changed after that one.
Storm and I actually have a deal when we play each other. If I don't run, she doesn't run, and then neither of us follow the deal.
Yeah, we love those. We love those agreements on the turf.
Never followed.
No,
but the
no.
concept's there.
Yeah. Charlock with a bit of space, trying to find the speed up through Arledge. Good receive, but well defended by Phillips.
I'd love to see Lorna chuck an overhead this game. She's got...
Yeah, she's had a couple in the... Well, she did try that one a little earlier that didn't quite get there, and now she's hung her team out to dry a little bit, but Tiana Curry cleans up.
Takes it back. Gives them some space.
And if you are watching the live stream, and
Lovely tackle.
yeah, really good there by Mirage. If you're watching the live stream and want to send in a message, you can message Jazz or message myself, and we'll give you a little yell. Unless you're Dylan Patel, in which case I've already done you enough favours.
I think him and Shane have got enough
Yeah.
shout-outs.
Yeah. Julia King, all smiles there, trying to get past T. You love it. They're having so much fun out there. Jules, she'll be the first to admit she has no idea what she's doing when the ball's off the ground. There's Shane. She's going to take them all on. Let the dogs out. And T, safe as houses. She's had to do some running in the wrong direction this quarter, T. And Charlotte gets them going through Kitty Elliott here.
So the only message for the shout-out is that my brother can apparently commentate better than I can. So we will not be reading messages anymore. We will not be accepting anymore.
Speaking of, well, yeah, great PC earned there by Alana Renwick. Speaking of the shout-outs, just got a message through also from Kata Elliott, who promised she'd come into commentary, then retracted the statement in about 3.5 seconds and got sour because she was replaced by you, Jazz. So you can take that up with Kata.
Well, that's a bit of family love, just sharing it around. She should be focusing on watching her sisters play anyway.
Yeah, look, she hasn't been focused on anything else this weekend, so...
Healing the knee.
Hobbling around pretending she's going to play. As we see penalty corner action here for Pasifika. Taulafo and Curry again up on the bracket. Tull and Pritchard to inject. They will go to Curry, who traps it old school. Good save there by Bella Holt and King to clear. And they got numbers here, the Asians. It's a 4v2. If Izzo had been bothered to run and join it, it's now a 3v3, and it's going to get through anyway.
Oh, throw the legs.
And that's another friendly battle there. Curry and Smith, though, still going. Maybe Izzo didn't need to run, knew it was going to come anyway. And Markia works her way out.
Through 5 of them.
Yeah, with a little 3D and turn and the rest of it. Sharp from Kaz.
Again, so calm.
Yeah,
So calm.
Ridiculous, really. There's Taulafo trying to drop off Kitty Elliott, who... Oh, Julia King with the ultimate poker bluff there. And I don't think either of them really know whose ball it's supposed to be after the double cross, and Phillips will take it. Julia just looked like she's having fun out there at the moment. We're right on the 4-minute mark left here. It's well cut out by Charlick, and now Taulafo can't find Leah Arthur-Worsop, who didn't actually have her stick anyway, so I'm not sure what her plan was there. Pick it up and throw it, I guess.
If only that was a legal rule, that you could just throw your stick and if it hit
Wow.
and win and the goal was a goal.
I know some people have scored goals that way, unfortunately, as we get a nice tight turn here for the Asian side. Smith now just runs shoulders through Mayerhoffler. Links up with Sanderson, who, well, I wouldn't recommend going shoulders through Lorna Charlick.
I think you'll get shouldered.
Yeah. Someone said she's 2 parts Samoan, and those 2 parts are her shoulders, so...
I mean, I would back that.
Yeah,
She's got strong shoulders.
It's believable. I can tell you that for free.
I've had a couple shoulders from her in my time.
That and the Jonah Lomu 11 eyebrow slit she's running as well.
It's called fashion.
Harvey Smith drops one out there to Sanderson, who's a little loose on it, but beats 2. And go back for an earlier infringement. Yeah, I'm not one to make many comments on fashion, unfortunately, Jazz.
You're not really colour coordinating right now.
I don't really do all of that. There's O'Connor trying to get along the baseline. And both teams just taking a little bit of a breather there before this long corner through Shanae Phillips. She'll look at King and decide otherwise. And cleaned up by Kai Elliott, who can't really get much for it, though the sideline hit will come. And as Kaya does, fixes her hair before worrying too much about the ball.
Hey, look good, play good.
Look, if there's anybody that epitomizes a phrase more, it's Kaya Elliott, look good, feel good, play good. Yeah, speaking with Kai, she actually waits for the Hockey New Zealand domestic calendar to come out each year and then books her spray tan and hair appointments around it. So it's generally 3 days. She likes 3 days before any major tournament is the spray tan and 2 days for the hair. So yeah,
You got to get your wash cycle right.
generally has it down to a fine art now. So yeah, and does play good. So look, if it works, it works. And
I'm going to put it out there. I reckon we bring out a heritage calendar.
a calendar, okay. I'm listening. Fill me in the rest of the details. Talk me through it.
I mean, that's kind of all I had.
Okay,
But
cool. Yep.
you know, you get a couple players from each team.
Yep.
You you need what, 12 players?
That is the number of months.
I mean, Kai will obviously be on there.
3 times, yeah.
Yeah, maybe more. Get Cater on there, get Kitty, get the Three Sisters.
Okay, so we're doing a heritage calendar or an Elliot calendar? Because
A bit of both.
all right, I'm going
Get Jules.
to let you write it down during the quarter break. You come back to me with a 12-person calendar list for the New Zealand Heritage Hockey calendar.
Okay.
Got to have a mix of heritages. As T gets rolling forward, is this goal watch with T? No, it won't be, because Shanae Phillips will clean up with Julia King. Yeah, we want a 12-person list here, as Lana Renwick will, just gets caught going behind.
I will give you a 12-person list, don't you worry.
And if you're following along at home, write down your own 12-person list of who you want to see on a Heritage Hockey calendar. We'll come back in 2 minutes, enjoy the highlights, and we'll break this one down. Welcome back here to the New Zealand Heritage Hockey Tournament. And it is game 3 of day 3 here, Easter Sunday. What a day for some hockey. And it's the New Zealand Pasifika women taking on the New Zealand Asian women in our final pool match for the women. And it's not like the Pacificas to try and steal something that doesn't belong to them. It wasn't their hit off. It was actually the Asians. T just tried to grab one and take it. So we're underway here. It's Pacifica versus New Zealand Asian. No change to the halftime score, which is 2-1 in favour of Pacifica. Goals to Hallie Scurra, Alana Renwick, Julia King. And 2-1 is how it sits at the moment. So if you weren't here during the third quarter, we had a little conversation around a New Zealand Heritage Hockey calendar, which, look, I don't think is the worst idea that I've heard on commentary. And I tasked Jazz Mar here, who's joined me in commentary, to come up with her 12-person list for who she wants to see on a New Zealand Heritage Hockey calendar. Women only. We'll do men in the next game. So it's a women's calendar. So we see a little bit of action here go forward. So we won't get you to blurt them all out at once. We want some suspense, Jazz, and people to follow along and try and piece the 12 together as we see Kitty Elliott under a little bit of pressure. But give us your first 2 names here. This will be January and February.
Wow, easy. Kaya.
Kaya Elliott, January, first month up there. Cool.
And then D. Kumar from Fijian Women's.
All right, so Divyanka Kumar there from, played for the Indian side and Fiji, as we see that shot deflected wide. So our first 2 months here, Kaya Elliott, January, Divyanka Kumar, February. Like them both. Both have played multiple tournaments. Both are out here again this weekend. And yeah, good start to the calendar. We've got our stoppage here, which is likely the blue card being played against the Asians. And while that's all happening, Jazz, give us your next 2 names on the calendar.
Okay, next we've got Shane Garcia and then Shayna Nasai.
Right, so a couple of Shane and Shaynas come up next as we get going forward through Pasifika. Shayna Nasai, of course, from the New Zealand Indian ladies. Penalty corner won there by Miss January, Kaya Elliott. There's Shayna Nasai from the Indian side. And, of course, Shane Garcia out here with the Asians, another 2 that have played multiple tournaments and represented New Zealand Heritage Hockey in Melbourne. So I like the next 2. I think you're 4 for 4 at the moment, given that that's January, February, March for Shane and April for Shayna. Very cool. Let's have a look at the penalty corner here for Pasifika. Looks like Tiana Curry's just stayed out the backfield, so it won't be her this time. Kaya Elliott, my guess is the slider for Bailey Newman. There it is. And it's straight on the foot. So again, anyone that knows much about Kaya, that little slider she loves off the top of the PC.
It's lethal, that thing.
Yeah, and Bailey Newman obviously quick enough to get in there. Will they run it again? Nope, because Lorna is saved by Shuku. Goal watch with T.
And she gets it.
Goal watch with T. You can see the words, the word come off her mouth there. Finally. Finally gets one. We'll see it on the replay. First shot saved by Shuku. Second one on the reverse.
That is lovely, quick hands.
And finally, says Tulin Pritchard, and they go up 3-1 here early in the fourth quarter. So those following along with the calendar, we've got Kaya, Divyanka, Shane, and Shayna. Give us the next 2, Jazz.
Well, my May was actually Chulin.
There we
So,
go.
good timing.
Well timed. Chulin Pritchard not only gets a goal, but gets a spot on the calendar for May.
And then we've got Queenie in June.
Queenie Blakelock, the queen of the middle of the year. Hasn't been out here today, given she's nursing a shoulder injury. But again, 2 players that have played a number of tournaments out here at Heritage Hockey. And again, 2 more players that travelled to Melbourne last year with the Heritage crew. It's Chulin for May and Queenie for June, both representing Pasifika. And I hate to admit it, Jazz, but I think you're 6 for 6 at the moment. No,
This could be a thing. This could be a thing we can get going.
no disagreements coming from me. We're going to have to put a graphic up and get some votes on it. But we're 6 for 6 at the moment with Kaya, Divyanka, Shane, Shayna, Tulin, and Queenie. As ball around the back here for the Asian side. It's Storm Dolan Robson. And Monique Garcia just drops it back off. Again there for Violet Liu, who's under a bit of pressure. Keeps it in. Gets past Kitty Elliott and still going there, Liu. Trying to get past Alana Renwick now, who, like you said, Jazz, good indoor skill there. You can just see her nice and low in the block. And Kaz comes in and goes, well, just knock it over the back line and take your long corner. None of this nonsense down here. Despite Kaz being the first one to do that down here in front of the dugouts.
Exactly.
Challenge this is going to fall for Leah Arthur Worsup, who does enough to take the sideline hit. So we're 6 months through the calendar, and I think we've nailed it. Jazz, talk us through the next 2.
Well, would it be a calendar without Julia King in it?
Julia King. The King sits on July, and nothing seems to fit better than that, having Jules as part of the calendar. Yep, following July.
We've got Jane Asuka.
Yeah, cool. Probably the most experienced player in the New Zealand Indian ladies side again this year. Jane Asuka captained the team after Rishi went down, and again, number of tournaments for the NZI ladies. 2 real experienced campaigners anchoring the middle of the calendar. As Shane gets going forward there, love the little stick show. Still going, Shane. And that's why she's on your calendar. Absolute Diceville there from Shane. And I think it was the ball across to Nan Wild that went in the end. And we'll get a good replay of this. Just picks it clean here. Gasses one Elliott, skins the next one. And just a little stick show there. Across it goes.
Nice
Cool
little
as you
tap
like.
in.
Tap in, Nan Wild, 3-2. Pacifica still rolling.
Although people call it a tap in, that's a lot harder
I
to do than it looks.
Well, put it this way, how many of them have you seen missed? You know, heaps
Too
of
many.
them. Heaps of them missed. So, yep, lovely execution. And just like that, the Asian side delete the 2-goal advantage, and it's just the one now for Pacifica. 3-2 goals to Alana Renwick, Hallie Scurra, Tulin Pritchard, Julia King, and Nan Wild, and that one will go over the back line. Jazz, we're a little over halfway through our calendar. Talk us through the next 2 picks.
Next, we've got Miss Pacifica herself, Kayla Val.
Kayla Val, I like the pick. Absolute weapon at the short corner. Excellent, excellent pick there, Kayla Val, who not playing today, but obviously has been playing this weekend. She will take the August slot. Pacifica Princess, and one more for September.
Tiana Curry.
Wow, another Pacifica name. Is again, we're heavy Pacifica flavour in this one.
They love the camera. They love a good pose.
Yeah, so great pick there. It's Tiana Curry on the calendar there for September, which is a big month. Obviously, a lot of letters in the name September. Tiana Curry will.
A lot of letters for a girl that talks live. I'm sure
Yeah,
she'll be fine.
that's right. That's right. Within 30 days, have September. So. Going forward here, still Tulin. Are we on goal watch number 2? She's got to beat Julia King, and just got a bit big. Those two have a laugh about it as away comes Storm, Dolan Robson. Last couple of picks yet, Tiana Curry and Kayla Val. I do like those 2 picks for August and September. And for those following along at home, October, November, December. Ball going. Leah, oh, what a pick from Julia King. That's really, really solid. Just a bit of ball both ways there. We'll take the 16-yard hit through. Tiana Curry's just been named on the calendar to Tiana. As we see ball around the back here, this Asian side happy to sit in this 3-quarter. At the moment, 6.5 left to go. Just recapping your calendar at the moment. Kaya Elliott for January has a great turnover from Shanae Phillips. She goes one-handed down the shadow there. In the sideline, drops it off for Gabi Smith. A couple of Northland products linking up. Coming forward now through O'Connor. Shanae Phillips. Couple of shots straight at Jada Parfo, who was equal to them. They're under penalty corner advantage, the Asians, and they'll take it here. So we'll wrap up the calendar. Kaya Elliott for January, February, Devyanka Kumar, March, Shane Garcia, April, Shayna Narsai. May is Chulin Pritchard. June, Queenie Blakelock. July, Julia King. August is Jana Suka. September, Kayla Val. And October, Tiana Curry. The last 2. November, it's Shuku Morimoto, the Japanese goalkeeper and Asian superstar. And rounding it off for December, Marika Magoon. That is, as voted by Jazz Ma, the Heritage calendar. We're out here for an Asian penalty corner. A little drag to Shane Garcia. And we're going to say, yep, the deflection actually came up off the first runner. So another penalty corner coming for those watching at home or listening along. If you agree or disagree with Jazz's list, send us a message. Garby Smith to inject. This time it's nice. King. Good log by Jada Parfo. And away come Pasifika here through Alana Renwick. She's got a couple of players up ahead. Links up now with Hannah Rose Elliott. Yeah, just a little messy. Would have loved that ball to go down to the baseline where Kaya Elliott was hanging out. And yeah, good trap there. Hannah. And the forehand drag. Still going, but just ran it straight onto the stick of Storm Dolan Robson. And they get going here. Garby Smith with 50 metres. She's got Tiana Curry to beat. Gets her once, but Curry coming back for a second bite. And can't link up there. They have a good laugh on the 25-yard line there. Garby Smith, Tiana Curry. And we're still yet to see the breakout run from Tiana Curry.
She hasn't really had a bite, has she?
No, not really the look at it as we're inside 4 minutes left to play. And ball around the back through Teresa Malfla. And Asians again just happy to sit in this slide at the moment. Chong O'Connor, part of the two at the front. Now the speed up to Bailey Newman. Great little first touch from Nanwar, but Bailey's still going. And we're going to get a card here for that challenge. And free hit for Kaya Elliott and Pasifika. 3 minutes left to play here in this one. Taulafo searching. Wraps her hands around one. The deflection is saved by Shuku, or should I call her November?
Miss November. Should love that.
Morimoto in goal. Yeah, we'll make it a fundraising effort. I reckon proceeds go to the Melbourne trip, make it easier for the players to get over there. We just need somebody now to convince the players to do it. And get the calendars
looking at
made.
it now, I don't know if they would all agree to do this.
Yeah, look, there's some that will jump at it.
I'm sure we could find some to swap them out, though.
Some that will run 100 miles. Is again, Pasifika happy just to keep the ball across the back here. Mayofla, Charlick, McDiarmid. Kaya Elliott barking instructions, asking for the reset. Now they go forward through Taulafo. It's a nice ball from McDiarmid. And they'll link up there. Yeah, and free hit coming there. Taulafo, I actually liked the free hit there. She put it through in behind the Asian defender, but then just tried to push her out of the way in her pursuit of it. You've got to go around in that instance, or just allow the next player to get the ball as Bailey Newman disrupts what would have been a reverse stick exit from Violet Liu.
Another Julia King special.
Yeah.
Miss July.
Miss July, there she is, Julia. And that one's going to go down into the corner. Jada Parfo will be asked to kick this one back, and here we see them on the sideline. It's Pasifika ball. They come again around the back. Chris Amaki has obviously gone off and had an early shower for Pasifika. Luna looking, Luna drops it out to Elliott, who just lost the handle there on the reverse stick trap, and away come the Asians. This AJ still going there. Ayung Jung wears off the first challenge. Ball in. Oh, would have loved to see some grazers there. I reckon it probably would have been enough. Although I'm glad we're not going to a penalty shootout. for this one. We don't need the extras, given these two teams will play tomorrow. That'll be enough of it. I wouldn't be surprised if we get to a shootout for that one, given how this game is rolled out. And she'll go to the corner here for the last few seconds. Luna, Charlotte, Pasifika get it done. 3-2 in this final pool match of the game, of the day for the women's section. These two teams will play again tomorrow. For those that have been watching along at home, thank you for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed the game and enjoyed the commentary. Myself, Brad Pittman, and Jazz Ma on the call for this one. Enjoy some of these highlights from the match, and I'll head down and catch up with some of the players.
always look good. Yeah, put that thing away.
All right, I'm down here on the turf with one of the New Zealand Asian players, Shane Garcia. Shane, you guys were playing that game already tomorrow, so not a lot on that one, but how did you see that match?
Wow, we just thought it was going to be hard out, you know. It always is between Pasifika and Asians, you know, the rivalry. It was... I'm distracted! Oh no, I can't do it!
It's all right, it's all right. There's pressure being put on here. I do have to let you know, and they can all hear it as well, we just had a fan vote for who were the calendar models of New Zealand Heritage Hockey, and you got named as Miss March. Tell us how you feel about being named on the calendar.
I feel honoured, you know, representing Philippines, and this crowd is pressuring me, and I hate pressure, but yeah, oh my god.
Last question, what do you want to say to your teammates for the weekend?
I hope we go out hard, you know, we bring the fire, the flames, the Asianness. I don't even know if that's a word, but oh my gosh.
And last year you said being Asian was already a win, then you won the tournament. What's the next win?
Dinner tonight. I'm hungry. Hungry for the win.
Thank you, Shane. Always love your energy, love the presence. Good luck tomorrow. You can have that one.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your calendar.
Thank you.
All right.
Fred. Oh my gosh, I hate it.
And also down here with New Zealand Pasifika player Tulin Pritchard T. Jazz had you on goal watch for the day, given that you'd come up short for a couple. It took a little bit. You set one up, the second one to Alana Renwick. How did it feel to finally get one on the scoreboard?
Yeah, just preparing for the finals, you know, just saving it. Yeah, today was a preview. Tomorrow, saving it.
Well, that's a great point. So you will play the Asian team again tomorrow, likely holding some things in the chamber, given a repeat of last year's final. Without giving too much away, what is the key for tomorrow's game?
No comment. We're saving that for the game.
There we go. It's all under wraps. Lastly, same with Shane. You were actually voted onto the Heritage calendar. The month of May is yours, Tulin. How do you feel about the honour of being on the Heritage calendar?
I'm pretty sure I was the last pick for the calendar, so I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm glad I made it.
Awesome. Well, it's always such a pleasure to have you out here. Well done on the win today. Good luck tomorrow.
Cheers.
And enjoy the rest of the weekend.
No bad comments.
Awesome. That was our women's match between New Zealand Asian and Pasifika. Pasifika getting it done 3-2 in the end. Don't go anywhere, because at 4 o'clock we've got the Indian men taking on New Zealand Pasifika in our last game for the day. Join us back here at 4 o'clock for that one, live and free.